Thursday night, Trump is going to try his birther play again. This time, the target isn't the president, it's two sitting senators. He is about to accuse John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock of being illegitimate with zero evidence in a room full of yes men and just nodding right along. And don't rule him out going nuclear and calling it a national emergency. He's used that word for everything else this term. Tonight, my guest is Jody Hamilton, who is the co-host of the Politics Bar on WCPT Chicago, where I show up every Monday at 4:20 p.m. Before that, she was a producer on the Stephanie Miller Show, of which many of you are a fan. She's won. Oh, wait a minute. I have visuals here. Why am I not visuals not up here? Oh, hang on. So that's the slide that was supposed to come first. She's won a Telly and Aurora, and she's picked up an Emmy nomination along the way. She's also a proud fur baby mom. And get this, her mother is the actual queen of comedy, none other than, no, what's wrong with my slides? None other than Carol Burnett. So I'm really excited about the stuff we have to get in today, and I hope you're ready for it because I am. Hang on. My show's kaput. Let's go. Incredible person, incredible human being. Yes, famous. Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Defiant Weekly. I'm your host, Majid Padillin, a.k.a. BDD, a.k.a. Brooklyn Dad Defiant. And as I promised, with us here, welcome for the first time to the show, Jody Hamilton.
Thank you so much for having me. And I love your opening. It's so fancy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, a fancy opening for a fancy guest, and you are fancy. I got to ask you, I don't think I've asked you this before. I remember it wasn't that long ago that I found out that your mom was Carol Burnett.
I remember when you found out and you were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Was
that on the Politics Bar?
I think it might have been, or on Stephanie's show. I'm not quite sure, but because it was a while ago. And your reaction was the cutest ever.
Yeah, I was bowled over because, I grew up watching your mom on TV. Like Sunday night, we'd sit around the TV and watch the Carol Burnett show and Harvey Korman and Tim Conway, Vicki Lawrence, all of them. And we just laugh our asses off. So yeah, you feel like family already. So I'm so glad to have you here.
Sweet. Well, your family,
and everybody.
Thank you for being on our show every Monday. I cannot appreciate that more. You have no idea how much we love having you on every Monday.
It's a thrill. The time goes by like that. You and Sean are just absolutely fantastic, and it's literally as soon as I start, it's time to go. So it's a ball, and I want to try to move us along because I have special things in store for the audience. Some of the old timers here, some of our regulars will be happy to hear this. So first off, our main topic is Trump's Thursday bombshell, illegitimate. And what that is, by now you all know that he's got this, big speech planned. And part of me thinks like, he's doing a head fake, one of those things where, where he makes a big deal out of it, and then it turns out to be just his regular bitching session, and he's going to complain about elections and this and that, and Democrats and Joe Biden and blah, blah, blah. But the other part of me thinks that it is possible that he might try to do some shit. Meanwhile, we are going to check in on, what's that?
I can swear?
Yes, but wait another 30 seconds before you drop an F-bomb. That's it. I like to get past the 5 minute. We like to cross the 5 minute barrier before we do that because otherwise YouTube is like, argh.
I understand. I get it.
So yeah, we'll have we'll check in on Mitch McConnell and see if he's having conversations with Lindsey Graham, aka Lady G, and then in Biddeford, Maine, as you know, Joan Sebastian Duran Guerrero was unalived by ICE, and there are massive protests going on right there now, and Susan Collins is as unhelpful as ever, so we'll touch on that. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I promised some of the old timers here will be happy to see. We used to do the guessing game like every week, and then we got away from it. So welcome back, guessing game. I brought it back just for Jody, and it is called Lunatic or Trump. Guys, stay tuned for that. This will be a ball. You have to guess whether a statement made is either by a rando psychopath or by the sitting U.S. president. Some might say there's very little difference.
I would just go with yes on all of them. He is a
Jody,
lunatic.
What is the thing that most surprises you about Trump's current mental state right now? I know you're not a psychiatrist, but what we can all see from a distance, what surprises you the most about his mental state?
Nothing actually surprises me anymore because it's been 11 years now since he came down the stupid escalator. What bothers me is how the media is treating it, not so much how he is. It's how everybody in the, as Sarah used to call it, the lamestream media, is dealing with it. Because if he were a Democrat or any other Republican, they would not be treating that person like they treat this guy. And it's got to be because he's got compromat on everybody. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it makes no effing sense. See, I'm trying to...
Oh, you can let her rip now. You can let her rip.
It makes no fucking sense. Because I mean, Miss Lindsay, who is looking up to John McCain right now because she's in a very warm place. And Mitch may or may not be there with her. We don't know. That's the other problem with all that's going on. But I mean, even Donald, when he called into Fox yesterday or the day before, it was Monday after Lindsay passed, and Fox was really trying to get him to, I don't know, give condolences. And he just kept talking about the SAVE Act. He kept talking about stuff. It's like, dude, do you not understand your task right now? Even Joe Biden was nicer. Yeah.
No, he's, to me, when I see him, he looks like he is, it looks like he's realizing that the game is almost over, that his time is up, and he's almost like a toothless lion. He doesn't have his bite anymore and barely even has a roar. And that time is upon us now. Like, he's slurring his words, he's falling asleep. He's not robust. He's not fooling anybody, no matter how often he tries to deflect by talking about Sleepy Joe. But Joe is living his best life right now. But with
cancer.
But this guy is front and center with world leaders fully out and making a damn fool of himself every day. So, so let's get into, let's see, do I have it here? Oh, before I forget, that's not right.
I like it, though.
Thank you.
I want to subscribe to Storytime with BDD. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So before I forget, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. The like button looks like a thumbs up right there, and the subscribe is in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. So I want to get into what Donald Trump's speech is going to be about tomorrow, or what we believe it is. Some of you may recall that back in 2020, Donald Trump was out of his goddamn mind about the election. He was doing everything he could to undermine confidence, Americans' confidence in our national institution, our elections. And he was, tweeting, "Stop the fraud," and "We're up big, but they are trying to rig this election," and blah, blah, blah. So what he's been screaming about, as Jody pointed out a minute ago, was the Save America Act, right? And he is distracted to no end by this because he's been doing nothing but shitting the bed ever since, since he got back into office. So
what's interesting, though, is like in 2016, the Obama administration was there. He won that election. Then in 2020, he was there and he lost the election. And in 24, Biden was there and he won. So I think it's better if Democrats are there for him.
Correct. I wish I had that ding noise that Sean has. Yeah, absolutely right. 100%. None of his arguments make any sense, but he's going to make them anyway because Republicans have done zero, absolutely nothing. They haven't even tried. To do something to help actually, no, let me correct myself. The housing bill that Trump refused to sign, right? So they can't even take a victory lap on that, can they? Right?
Well, it's like some of the Republicans that helped, they can, but I mean, no, he can't. He can't take credit for that because he didn't sign it.
But here's the thing. Aren't Trump and the Republican Party linked? Aren't they forever linked? Like whatever he does is a reflection of them, right?
Yep.
Because
especially Johnson.
Mike Johnson. Yes. Yeah. Total loser. So let me go back to this slide here. Not this one. Okay. So I can't even see this damn.
Trump says he'll discuss elections and voting machines and speech on Thursday. I read the headline for you.
Thank you. Now I can see it. And Benny Johnson, according to the so reliable Benny Johnson, it says President Trump's Thursday evening speech to the nation will reportedly show newly declassified intelligence reports that reveal a foreign nation's plans to interfere in the 2020 presidential election, blah, blah, blah. Molly Plufkins posted this, which I thought was very interesting. How Trump rigs the midterms in 4 steps. And then she kind of breaks it down. Highlight manufacturer claims of foreign interference in 2020. They're going to go back to that. And then tie it to Maduro's capture / prosecution. What do you think about that?
I think that they are speaking with Maduro so that he can get a sweetheart deal. I don't know who he is. I have no qualms. I don't know. I think he was a bad president. Hey.
Yeah, but he's a prisoner of ours, right?
Yes, he's in jail in New York right now, waiting trial.
So how can any testimony from him be deemed reliable if he's doing it under threat of imprisonment or worse or whatever? Maybe or under promise of we'll free you, we'll give you a reduced sentence, we'll set you up in a nice club fed, right?
With Ghislaine. So it's very much that's suspect, obviously. And if that is the thing that they're going to bring up, I don't think it's going to fly even with the MAGAs. I don't think it's going to fly because it's so obviously stupid. You know, I mean, some of the MAGAs, we just learned today that are a bunch of independents who didn't even know what ICE has been doing to people. Like there's a poll where they're not even sure that ICE just killed 4 people this last couple of days. It's insane that people don't know that Ken Paxton Texans don't know Ken Paxton's shit.
You know why? You
Sinclair?
know why No. Well, okay. That's actually part of it. The Sinclair Broadcasting, they control all of the news, and so you saw that little video where they showed like how all the different stations are literally repeating the exact same thing verbatim.
Oh yeah, I saw that years ago. Yeah.
But it's not just that. It's that so many things. This has been an insane just year and a half. It's only been a year and a half since this fucker has been back in office. The Dow is 50,000. Revenge of the reflecting pool algae. UFC at the White House. East Wing down. Trump takes the Kennedy Center. Taco Trump and his terrible tariffs. $2 billion in crypto. Suing the IRS is suing myself. The 1776 slush fund. And on and on and on. All of these things. And this is only a fraction of the insanity that has gone on since he's been back. So it's a fire hose. So who can keep up? I can't keep up with this shit. And this is all I do.
This is our jobs.
This is all I focus on all day long. And I can't keep track of it. I honestly, I do miss.
I mean, seriously, I just would rather watch Pluribus and other things.
Oh, that's such a good show. Have you watched the whole thing? And so we have to wait like 2 years for the next.
I know.
That sucks.
My mom's friends with Vince, so I'm like, seriously, Vince, what's going on with Carol?
Vince Gilligan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that is fancy.
And he wrote the episode that my sister was in on the X-Files.
Oh,
it's called Monday.
Cool.
And it's a repeat day. It's kind of Groundhog's Day. And Vince wrote that.
Nice.
And met my sister Carrie before he met my mom. Oh, the cat walking now. Boy. There's a tail.
There's the fur baby mom right there. Valerie G says, I hope we can last the next 2.5 years.
Me too.
Lucy says, so much corruption.
Absolutely.
And Sharon Landry says, not sure about that. MAGA seems to accept a lot of stupid things. This is true. Very true.
But some are against the war in Iran.
Yes.
Wait,
so MAGA.
Some MAGAs are against the Iran war because he promised no war.
I feel like what MAGA is doing, right, is they're picking and choosing. They are eating around. There's a turd on their plate, and they're eating around that turd. They're
looking through the good frosting.
They're not pushing the turd off their plate. They're just like,
still there.
Let me just pull this corn out.
This is the boy.
Aw.
Vinny, say hi. That's Majid. Hi, buddy. He never comes on me. It's normally the girl. So good boy.
Nice. So as far as his speech is concerned, it's so let's I did have a clip I wanted to play for you of John Ossoff yesterday.
Any sort of contact by the Department of Justice, by investigators, has your campaign or anyone associated with you been contacted about any of your elections and asked questions about it as part of an investigation that you're aware of?
Not to my knowledge, no.
And to answer, just to kind of follow up on what Tia said, if they declare your election ineligible, what can you actually do about that to prevent some sort of lack of faith in the system to the voters of Georgia?
Again, just consider for a moment that we understand the president may be threatening to declare sitting United States senators illegitimate. If that is the course of action he pursues, he is calling Georgia voters illegitimate. From the very moment Georgia voters rejected him in 2020, he's been on the warpath because he was humiliated by the rebuke that Georgians dealt him. And he was humiliated and furious in particular as a committed lifelong racist that it was black voters in Georgia who were instrumental in his defeat.
Has the Senate Intelligence Committee seen any information about election interference in the 2020 elections.
I don't comment on Intelligence Committee matters.
Has anyone told you what exactly the president might even be accusing you or Warnock of doing here, or voters of doing?
No.
Jody, from what you understand of politics and how that how government works, can Donald Trump just declare sitting U.S. senators illegitimate? Is that within his power wheelhouse?
No, he can't. A. And two, if he does declassify anything, anybody on the Intel committee can then comment because it's declassified.
What does that mean? So,
okay, so if Donald says it's no longer classified, then anybody on any intelligence committees can now talk about what he says is true or not.
I got you. So it's the equivalent of like discovery, right?
It's very similar.
Okay.
Because I know that it was, forget which senator said, well, I can't talk about classified stuff. No, but if he declassifies it, then you can. Because it's no longer classified.
Interesting.
So
okay, so
my guess, Democrats.
My guess is that he wants to create the illusion, the air of suspicion around, again, just to use this as he's done in the past. But let's say he's not, right? Let's say he's going to go in a different direction. I wrote a list of things that he could possibly talk about. One, and you'd let me know if you think yay or nay, possible or not possible. Ground troops in Iran.
Oh, totally possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No doubt. He doesn't care about our service people.
Okay, but you just said a few minutes ago there's a bunch of MAGA who are against this war, right?
But he's not. Miller's not.
Wouldn't this be the equivalent of him pushing the rest of his party off the cliff?
He doesn't care. If it takes us off the Epstein Prize or any other prizes, he'll send them. I'm still shocked that we don't have the draft back.
Yeah. Well, let me knock on wood because that's a
I know you've got children.
Here's another one.
Age.
Here's another one. Is he dying? Yeah. Is that why he is frantically trying to put his name on shit and
I think he's not well. Obviously, we look at him. Physically speaking, it's funny because remember there was a report that some 79-year-old in April was getting some fat shot. If it was Donald, it didn't work because he's still fat.
Yes.
Just take the Ozempic, buddy. Just take what's working because it works, obviously, and just do that, motherfucker.
But do you think it's possible that would be what his announcement is tomorrow?
I'm on Ozempic? Sure.
No, that he's dying.
No, he's never going to. No, he will never admit to that. Are you kidding me? It makes him look weak.
All right, guys, if you're listening to this list, chime in the comments and let me know which of these you think is likely. Is he going to declare a national emergency because of foreign interference? His foreign interference claim that the elections are being interfered with using Maduro as a possible, source.
It's possible for me, but not a yes. It's like a if, maybe. For me, everybody else, let us know.
And my last possibility is the whole thing is a head fake. He's just saying, I got something to say. He's got nothing to say. He just likes taking the mic. He likes having the power of having everybody say, hey, look at me over here. I
just hope that the networks, the big 3, 4, technically, just don't air it. It's not important.
They can't. They can't not air it because on the off chance that he does say something bombastic and earth-shattering, he still is, like it or not, he still is
I
the
know.
president. So, if he says something, even though he is non-compos mentis most of the time, there is an off chance that he might, make an announcement like no more tariffs, or that's another one. No tariffs. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think is most likely he's going to say tomorrow.
My thing is, he will not say I'm dying because, again, makes him look weak. So he's not going to say that ever, even though he is. Oh, there he goes. The problem is the national emergency stuff, which he has no control. We had elections during the Civil War in this country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This country is not having a actual civil war right now. We're having a cold civil war for sure, but not a shooting civil war. And Abraham Lincoln didn't stop elections because he couldn't. I'm sure he kind of wanted to, but
Thank you for reminding me that. Thank you for reminding me that, because I worry. I am still worried. I am still worried, and I see all of the legal experts saying he can't do that, and
he does stuff that's illegal all the time. Yeah.
But I'm comforted by the fact that our legal, our attorneys and our legal experts or whatever, they're going to bat every single day, like Mark Elias.
God bless him, man.
Thank God for him, man. Thank God for him, because he and his fellow lawyers, attorneys, are keeping the orcs at bay.
They are, and the beauty of them is that they're winning, and even though he breaks the law pretty much daily, the laws that he's breaking aren't as bad as the ones we're winning.
Yeah.
And for him, okay, so first off, the whole filibuster thing in the Senate, not going to happen. There's no Republican that will vote to end the filibuster.
Why?
Because they and the Democrats, mind you, utilize it so that certain things don't get passed, especially Republicans more than Democrats. Because the Republicans love it when the Democrats stop them for doing something stupid. Like the SAVE Act.
I often wonder why they don't just, and I don't want them to, but I often wonder why they don't just stop the filibuster, kill it and then bring it back to life. Take it off, use it for whatever the hell, heinous act they want to do.
And they did it for federal judges. Okay, filibuster's gone for SCOTUS and judges. It's gone. You only need 51 votes.
Are you saying that it cannot be undone for those two?
Oh, it could be undone. It just has yet to be undone. They could just filibuster. Hey, judges have to be approved by 60 people. It used to be that. It was Harry Reid stopped it because there was pressure from him for something else. So he's like, F it, I'm going to just get rid of it for federal judges. And then it went to SCOTUS. So you only need 51 votes now for SCOTUS. You used to need more. Same with federal judges that are all lifetime appointments. So you can reinstate it. My view is do a Al Franken filibuster where you got to have 41 people in the Senate to filibuster. As soon as one person leaves, filibuster gone.
Is that the talking filibuster?
Oh, all just 41 people in the room. Because 40 makes it 60 and then you're fine, right? So you need 41 people to be against whatever it is the other people are for. And as soon as one person leaves, filibuster gone. Make them do that again. She is right.
Mama AG says he could care less about getting permission to do anything.
She's correct.
And Joanne Kennedy says, anything Trump says will be rambling nonsense like he always does.
I can't wait for him to fall asleep during it because it is 9:00 tomorrow night. Are they going to shoot him with some B12 or something? I mean,
how can you tell? How can you tell
Adderall.
if he's done the Adderall? How can you tell?
It's a sniffing.
Yes. The heavy sniff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move along because I want to get us to our guessing game.
Oh God, I love that picture. That makes me laugh.
So what's the deal with Weekend at Mitch's here? Jody, is he alive or is he dead? What's your take? What's your? I know you don't know unless you know somebody who
I know
has
nobody
in there.
No, I don't.
What do you think?
Well, having been in hospitals with people that are not well, first off, that photograph of him and his wife, he should have at least an oximeter. Yes, at least an oximeter on his hand, on his finger, just at least that.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's in a hospital, right? So. And I've been in hospitals and I've seen people in hospitals that are not well. Blood pressure cuff and most likely an IV bag doing something.
And I'm guessing the jeans are fine, right? The jeans.
Oh yeah, they're totally comfortable when you're in a hospital bed. Because those are comfy. And so first off, he should be in a hospital gown. And there's nothing behind him that looks like a hospital.
Yeah. He could be in a lounge somewhere.
I mean, he might be. We don't know. Is she even back in the country? By the way, do we know if Elaine is back in the country?
She might be, or her AI might be.
See, that photograph that you're just showing right now is not a hospital room. No, the other one. That one. It's not a hospital room. It's just not.
And that's not a bed. That's a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw somebody. I saw somebody did a social media thing where they were talking about how they actually went into the hospital that he is supposedly in. And none of their chairs have that bluish thing on the side. So before I go any further, have you seen tweets by this woman or her videos?
No.
Okay, so this is Desiree Townsend, and last week I did a segment on the show. I was talking about her, and I was like, you know what? Excuse me. I don't know what her political leaning is, but she's the only person who has been even focused on Mitch McConnell. And, the most of the media has let his thing go for like the month that he was missing. Nobody even focused on him. And I was like making a big deal saying, kudos to her. And then people on the interwebs were like, you know what? Don't give her flowers quite yet because something ain't right about her, and you might recognize this.
Do you really think the news is totally controlled? Yeah, I used to be a reporter in Washington, D.C. It's all controlled. You know this lady who's doing live reports on Mitch McConnell and his status? What about it? Does she look familiar? Let me just remind you. This is the cheerleader girl who took the flu shot and then she couldn't walk forward anymore.
She claimed she'd been injured by a seasonal flu shot, that it caused a twisted, jerking walk that disappeared.
Yeah, that's the same girl. Cheerleader anti-vax girl who was scaring everybody about vaccines is now a reporter. She was a plant the whole time. It wasn't a real story. Girl, no. It's all freaking gay. She came out and said her symptoms went away.
It disappeared when Desiree was outed as a supposed faker. Were you faking it?
Definitely not.
If you want to believe these people, that's on you. But it is scary that you can vote. Do you really?
I'm sorry, honey. I did not know who she is. So,
so back during the COVID thing, there were a lot of people who were posting these videos where they couldn't speak anymore and they were shaking. And what's that?
Spoons stuck to their face. Remember that?
Oh yeah, magnetism. The magnetism. Yeah.
I'm so magnetic right now.
5G jokes.
My 6 vaccines has made me so magnetic.
Oh God. So I mean, with that, with all kidding aside from that nonsense, she was at least paying attention to the status of Mitch McConnell, and I think it's unfortunate that in today's day and age, we don't know whether or not a sitting U.S. senator is alive, and that matters because that changes the vote margin.
Well,
correct?
he can't vote anyway. So between him and Lindsey, there's 2 votes down for the Republicans in the Senate, regardless, because he can't vote because they don't allow you to vote remotely anymore. Which I think is stupid, by the way, but I don't want him voting unless I know he has actual proof of life. Because Bashir should go to that hospital with a video crew.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but HIPAA, right? Wouldn't HIPAA rules interfere with that?
He can still go to see if he's there and report back whether or not he's there. That's not HIPAA. That's just, hey, I saw him. I spoke with him. I mean, I think Bashir should try to do that. And then I also think because legally he's not allowed to appoint somebody new, I think he should still just try.
Oh, you mean because Republicans changed the rules so that the governor cannot exercise his right to appoint?
And it's not a constitutional thing. It's the Republicans did it in the legislature, so it's not a constitutional thing. So I think he should just try to appoint whomever and just go.
Make a prediction for me on whether or not Mitch McConnell will ever set foot on the Senate floor again, and whether or not he will be buried by September.
They have to wait till August 3rd because they don't want Massey running.
So what do you think?
We'll know August 4th.
I don't think he's with us anymore. I think he's gone.
I think he's not. I think he's breathing.
Oh, you do think he's alive?
Well, alive in quotes.
With the help of machinery.
That's where I go with that.
I guess it would be tough to at some point. I think, Democrats would be, if there was like a final death announcement made on like August 4th, you'd want to say, okay, well, how long has he been dead? And you can, doctors, an autopsy can estimate time of death.
If he's still alive, technically, until his heart stops. You can be brain dead and your heart's working. It's the weirdest thing because things can work.
So they're just literally just keeping him alive, in your opinion.
That's my supposition. But I assume so because the other thing is his wife has to sign off on any death certificate. Is she even in the country? We don't know anymore, do we?
It bugged me that she left 3 days. 3 days.
Would
3
you?
days after he did? No, hell no. I'm not going anywhere. Because if I have to do some business, I can do that from a hospital room.
Yes.
It's a Zoom. It's a Zoom call. Zoom works whether you're talking to China or Australia or whatever. So, yeah.
FaceTime, Zoom, there's just telephones. Hi.
Yeah.
you don't need any special stuff. So the fact that she left the country after her husband was taken to the hospital seems really strange to me.
It's more than just a little bit awful.
I mean, she's either an awful human being, which we know he is. He's still here as far as we know. But the fact, I would never, ever even think, let alone my husband, let alone like my best friend, I wouldn't leave if she went to the hospital, or my best male friend. I would not leave town, let alone the country.
Yeah.
If one of my best friends is in flux, I'm by their side.
Mm-hmm. So, let us know what you think in the comments. Is Mitch alive by machine only? What's the deal? What do you think? The other day, a man was shot and killed by ICE in Biddeford, Maine. His 26-year-old Joanne.
Is it Johan?
So somebody pronouncing it Joanne.
I've heard so many different pronunciations. I have no idea how he pronounced his name.
Yeah, but apparently he wasn't even the person that ICE was looking for.
Nope.
And there, as you can see in the car in the picture on the right, you can see bullet holes in the windshield. Mm-hmm. This cop was just firing like it was, a day at the OK Corral.
Yeah. If you want to stop a car, shoot the tires.
You are not the only person who has said that to me in the past, 3 days. Several people have said that to me. I'm going to remember that now. My wife says that every time we're watching a movie and there's a car chase, she's like, shoot the tires.
Well, I mean, it's a movie. That's different. Because that's the drama. But in reality, if you want to stop a car, shoot the tires or just let them go. Like, I don't know. We stopped car chases in Los Angeles years ago because it was dangerous to society.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have helicopters now, kids. Just get the helicopter up if you need it. I mean, seriously. And if you know who this guy is, you know where he lives, find him at home. I mean, if you're going after somebody in particular, you know where this person lives, no reason to shoot somebody ever.
Well, what I've been hearing from these law enforcement officials is that it is the worst thing to do. It is to fire into a vehicle. Like Absolutely. Nobody, they all say you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put yourself in the path of a vehicle, of a moving vehicle either.
Renee Good.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, these guys are not trained.
Nope.
And, they've been given more money than some foreign countries' armies have. Right?
More than our Marines.
They have way more money than they need for those body cameras. There is no excuse for them not all to be wearing, not only not to be wearing body cameras, but they should have the top of the line shit. They should have the top of the line and a backup, a spare in case that first one goes down. You know what I mean? That's how much money. They're flush with cash.
They have the money. They just are not doing it.
So what is there to be done, Jody? What is to be done with ICE?
Reform it. I mean, I had a friend that worked in, before it was called ICE, immigration. It wasn't called ICE yet. It was called something else. Homeland something. It wasn't even called Homeland yet because it was in the 90s. And I think she still works for them. She's just a bureaucrat that just paperwork and stuff. She doesn't go out and do things. And it was like, okay, you go and find people that are not supposed to be here, but you're in little blue jackets and you're not gunned, and you knock on the door and go, hi, I believe that your paperwork is wrong or whatever. They can find you. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And most of the people that are here without paperwork are not violent criminals. Most of them are not, they're paying into Social Security that they will never get. They're paying into Medicare that they will never get. In fact, the deporting all these people is depleting us for Social Security.
$91 billion in taxes. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And by the way,
per year, per year, 91 billion per year taxes that they will never see a single benefit from.
And by the way, I think that it's wrong that we hire people that are undocumented and pay them shit wages. Because when farmers and others have tried to hire U.S. citizens to do that job, they last 20, 30 minutes.
Yep.
Maybe 2 hours if they're really hard workers, because it's shit jobs and they are not paid well. And so first off, minimum wage needs to go way up. And secondly, whoever is doing this labor needs to be paid a fair wage. End of statement. The fact that we are exploiting people who come to this country because they want a better life, and we exploit them because we're assholes. Because we want cheap strawberries, we want cheap apples, or whatever the fuck. And so we're assholes. We are the assholes.
So this is the immigration discussion, which we should have been having long before it came to these ICE
people murdering
agents being murdering people in the streets. But as far as ICE is concerned, I'm not sure that ICE, as it is presently constituted, I'm not sure that it can be reformed.
I agree.
I kind of feel like the hiring process. Like I saw something on the news where a reporter, as almost as a joke, like applied. You know, she didn't think that she was going to be able to get through. And like she gave the least amount of effort into it, and almost got zero vetting. And they're like, "Yeah, sure, come on, bud, you start Tuesday." It was like, what?
Well,
so these people are poorly vetted. They have anger issues.
Yes.
Their training. The training should be like 3 months minimum. And I think they're barely getting like 4 weeks of training, if that.
Well,
so
what we need to remember is the person that killed Renee Good and the other person that killed Alex Preddy were 12 and 8 year veterans. The guy that just shot, he was new. The other two were veterans. So these people had been trained, in air quotes. They just thought, "Oh, now I can do the shit that I wanted to do."
Jody, you just destroyed my whole narrative.
No, I did not. No.
My narrative was it's the rookies that are screwing things up, but it's not.
No, one rookie so far, which is sad because I wish they were all rookies. The fact I'm seeing so many videos with chaos, with absolute chaos, and I find it hard to believe that all these chaotic scenes where, like, I don't know if you saw this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a video where there's a scuffle in the street, and the ICE guy, he's like reaching for his gun while he's scuffling, and then the gun falls on the ground, and like, I saw it.
And you read through the comments, and like, people are like, that is no way to secure your gun, and blah 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 blah.
They're not law enforcement. That's the issue. They're not law enforcement people, and they're given law enforcement stuff, and they're not trained like even a 12 or 8-year veterans. They're not trained for law enforcement because they're not. They're ICE enforcement. They're supposed to just go in little blue jackets and go get people and go, "Hey, your paperwork is wrong," or "Hey, you're not here legally," or whatever. I hate the word legally. You're not here. You're not documented properly to be here. You've overstayed your visa. In fact, I have English friends, super white, who came here on tourist visas. And in fact, an ex-boyfriend of my sister's, English guy, he came here in 1983, was here forever. And then he and my sister broke up, and then he married his current wife. They've been married almost, 35 years now. And she was a flight attendant. So they flew to England after they got married. He couldn't come back. They came back and landed in New York, and they're like, no, you had a tourist visa last time. Your passport said this.
Right.
And that was a lot. You never got passported out, basically. And he's like, oh, and they're like, no, you have to go back to England. And he and his wife, she was back and forth.
Jody, you can't tell this story without the English accent.
I'm sorry, it's impossible. So he went back to England, and his American wife had to go back and forth for 3 years before he could move back here. It was 3 years because they had to prove that they were actually married. See the movie The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
Was that a happy ending?
It was. The Proposal is hilarious if you haven't seen that movie.
I feel like I might have, but
Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, it's adorable. It's a rom-com. It's adorable.
Oh, okay. Neighbor Jack here says, bring back INS, break up DHS so it has no additional orgs in its structure. INS was what it used to be called?
INS, that's what it used to be. Immigration Naturalization Services. That's what it was.
Thank you, Neighbor Jack. That was very helpful.
Thank you, neighbor.
Here's another great comment here. Misdemeanor, not a death sentence. Yeah.
And it's a civil offense, not even a criminal, not even a misdemeanor. It's a civil offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because misdemeanors are crimes.
And so I put a picture of Susan Collins up here because she has been extremely unhelpful throughout this episode. Although she will deny it, she would portray herself as the hero here. Actually, she was bragging about how my vote made sure that the money was allocated for the body cameras that nobody's wearing, and the Democrats. If they weren't holding things up with their government shutdown.
They didn't. The Republicans had the shutdown. And by the way, that money was allocated in February. It's July.
Yep. Not only that, but do you know how many people were killed by ICE during that shutdown?
At least 11 by now?
At least. No, during the shutdown, 0. Because they were not being funded or whatever. So that shit was on pause. And speaking of on pause, Donald Trump has unpaused. There was a temporary hold on traffic stops for not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was 24 hours ago when they were like, yeah, we're going to put a pause on this until we can figure out what's happening. And Trump was like, no, ICE should continue those traffic stops. It's one of ICE's most important and effective crime-fighting tools. And
it's not.
No, it's not. Especially when those fuckers are not properly trained.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not law enforcement. And law enforcement sucks. But they're better trained.
And
they suck. Especially with gentlemen that look like you.
Yes.
I'm a little white lady.
I think we were talking about this the other day on the politics bar, and and I was telling Sean, like, when 5-0 rolls up behind me, it doesn't matter how lawful my activities are.
10 and 2.
I get nervous. I'm following all the traffic signs. I'm a 58-year-old dude. I'm just, I'm straight and narrow following the law. And I still get nervous, Of
course you do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you should. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little white lady.
Damn shame.
I'm less likely to get murdered, but Renee Good did, said she was a little white lady. I'm less likely to get into trouble with the 5-0 than you are. Absolutely. Which sucks.
Yeah. It really hurt my heart how they did Renee Good. Because
she says, I'm not angry with you. I'm fine with you. She's like,
those were like her final words.
I mean, it was just like, seriously? You're murdering people that are doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Not even close to anything wrong. And
so
I mean,
when Minneapolis was still like, ablaze. Now, I don't mean ablaze. I mean like the residents in Minneapolis were like, fuck you guys, get out of our area.
I love that they set off their car alarms to let people know that ICE was there. I love that.
Yeah. It was not a good look for the Republican Party to the point where, everybody admitted, even Trump had to admit like they had to change their tactics or whatever. But now they're back there. Now they're back. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with Donald Trump and with their party. Their party is in a complete and absolute tailspin. They do not have a clue.
I know that Donald, I said this earlier. Did you, I saw the movie 12 Years a Slave.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I think Donald likes the parts that I don't like. Like the whipping. I think he just loves that. He is a violent porn guy. He loves people that he doesn't like being hurt.
Yeah.
That's what he loves. And so when I watched 12 Years a Slave and I watched, especially Helen of Troy being beaten, it killed. I couldn't watch it. It was just like, I have to look at it being an old white lady, but I was just like, and Sarah Paulson was so utterly brilliant and bad in that movie. Anyway, she was so evil in that movie. She was so good at that. She was so evil. I had to watch it because white lady, I need to witness the violence that I've never I mean, Roots had it a little bit, but not like that.
Oh yeah, I remember Roots. That was classic.
Kunta Kinte when he, when.
Oh wait, hang on. They had some serious whipping. Oh, but it wasn't as graphic because it was made for TV.
It wasn't as bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't as
agreed.
Vile.
Yeah,
is I think the best word. Violent is also a word, but vile. It was vile. What happened to her in that one scene? And my friend Ricky, God rest his soul,
Lupita Nyong'o.
Love her so much.
You said Helen of Troy. MAGA and the bros, the online bros are beside themselves that she was cast for that role.
By the way, I got to meet her once, and she is that stunningly beautiful.
Oh, I believe it 100%. 100%. They're
people from
out
her.
of their minds.
She is like insanely pretty. I was 3 people from her because when my mom got the Carol Burnett Award at the Golden Globes, thank God it was named that because she has the right name. Anyway, so she got the first one. Yay. And so, but we were at the Disney table, and it was when Black Panther had just come out, and he was sick, so he couldn't make it to the table.
Chadwick. Yeah.
He was dying at that point. We didn't know. But we sat next to Michael B. Jordan. Super nice guy. Knew him from All My Children because I'm a weirdo. And Lupita was right like there. And I'm just staring at her. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm staring at you. You're so pretty. She is that pretty. And very sweet. Everybody at the table was very sweet. And it was just like, you just can't not say that she's that gorgeous. And for anybody to give shit about, by the way, a mythological character.
Thank you. I wonder if they were upset about the color of the Cyclops.
Exactly.
The giant with one eye.
Oh no, they're not worried about his color. Oh, it's only Helen of Troy. She has to be white and European. No.
All right, I gotta put this up here. Tina Bradford wants to know: do you tug your ear like your mom?
She did. We went to Mad Magazine when I was 13 or 14 years old in New York, and they literally measured. And they said it was the wrong ear. She goes, "No, this is the one I tug. I don't tug this one. You're measuring the wrong one." It was hilarious.
Didn't she say she was doing that for either was it for grandmother or her mother?
Her grandmother, her nanny.
Yeah.
And then eventually for my sisters and me. Nice. It was go to bed. I'm done with the show now. Go to bed.
That's funny. All right. So let me, I don't want to, I've already blown past the time I was planning, but I don't care. I don't care. I want to say briefly, and we're not going to spend any time on these guys, but did you see the
I heard some
confirmation hearings of these guys?
I heard some of it because Sean played it on our show, and Todd Blanche literally admitted, "I am his lawyer."
Yes. That was insane. Before he corrected himself, but like I was making this point before. Like, if you're a lawyer, like your main thing is speech, right? The way like basketball players, their main thing is dribbling and shooting the ball. His main thing is speech. So for him to make that kind of a verbal faux pas is the equivalent of dribbling the basketball off of your own head. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Because has an audience of one. So I'm sure Trump appreciated that. But at the end of the day, he is the people's. As the attorney general, acting attorney general, assistant attorney, the people's lawyer, not Trump's.
Yeah. But he said, "I am his." Wait, I was. Seriously, motherfucker?
Yeah.
And then
Jay Clayton. Go ahead.
That motherfucker asking, he was asked several times, did Joe Biden win the election? I'm not going to answer your, what is it, theater? It's like, no, dude, just say yes or no.
Come on, man.
He didn't even go with the normal. He didn't even go with the normal. He was certified.
Oh, no, he did. He did that too.
Did he eventually say that?
Yeah, several times. Yeah, but it's like, come on, man. Just say it. Just say the words.
They can't.
Who's the astronaut? Arizona Kelly, Senator Kelly, right? Mark Kelly. He was like, so why was he certified?
Because he won the election.
The words out of him. He wouldn't say it. And at one point, John Ossoff was at him.
Senator McDreamy.
He is awesome. I'm not on the McDreamy thing, but the dude is like, I would vote for him today if he was running for president.
Me too.
But he completely embarrassed the dude because he sat there. Clayton sat there for minutes not saying anything. He would rather not say anything than have to say that Joe Biden won. Those
coward.
Those fatal words.
Coward.
Yeah.
He's a coward.
He is indeed. Piece of shite. And so that brings us to.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to just go with yes.
Okay. And how this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen, is I am going to read a quote that may or may not have been actually said by Donald Julius Trump or by some rando person in an insane asylum, as he loves to say. They're bringing them in from the insane asylums. All right, so without further ado, let's get this thing started. New power plants at every single... Oh, wait. Hang on. Yeah. We're going to build new power plants at every single location that they have them now, and many locations where they don't.
I'm going to go with Donald on that one.
And ding, 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 ding. You are correct. Let's move it right along. We are taking the coal and we are turning it into light. It's quantum coal. You don't even have to burn it anymore.
I'm going to still go with Donald on that one.
We're going to say.
It's a lunatic. See, I almost went there. I was like, so close. I'm sorry.
But that's okay. We have more. I'm going to get the drug prices down so low that you're going to be able to get a prescription for a penny. It's going to be a penny.
Oh, it sounds so much like him. I'm going to go with lunatic on that one. Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Correctamundo. Okay. If the boat is sinking and you have a battery and a shark is 10 yards away, do I get electrocuted or do I go with the shark?
That's a Donald.
Ding, 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 ding. You are doing very well on this so far. Dr. John Trump at MIT. Good genes, very good genes, okay? Very smart. Nuclear is powerful. My uncle explained that to me.
Okay, now you're doing Donald, but I'm going to go with Donald.
And you are correct.
Because you can't not do it, because I won't do it.
They're putting mechanical squirrels in the trees to watch us. They use the nuts to recharge their internal battery cells.
Going with lunatic on that one.
Correctamundo. I know more about wind than you do. It's extremely expensive. They're made in China and Germany mostly.
Lunatic. I know you're trying to. Oh, seriously?
Oh.
Wow.
that was a Trump one. Yeah.
That even sounds more crazy than he is. I know about wind than you do. It's literally, wow. Okay.
The F-35 is a great plane. You can't see it. It's literally invisible. Even the pilots can't find them on the tarmac.
I'm going to go with Donald on this one because it sounds like him.
Oh.
I got 3 wrong so far.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. I, too, have a nuclear button, but it is a much bigger and more powerful one than his, and my button works.
Donald.
Right.
We're going to get you a ding. We're going to get you a ding.
Thank you. Do you remember who he was talking about? He said more
Biden?
powerful one than his?
Or
no,
Obama?
he was talking about... folks, let me know in the comments if you remember who Donald Trump was talking about in this particular quote about the nuclear button where he says it's much bigger and more powerful one than his.
I have to go with Obama. No?
That is incorrect. It is incorrect.
Khomeini?
Let's see if someone
Netanyahu?
can guess.
Putin.
Here we go. We got Neighbor Jack is correct with Kim Jong-un. We were looking for Kim Jong-un.
Oh, his other best friend.
The moon is actually a giant telescope pointed at my bedroom. It's part of the filter that stops us from reaching Mars.
I'm going to go with a lunatic because that just makes no sense.
Well, so does most of what he says, but you are correct.
That literally makes no sense.
Okay, and let's see. Oh, and that was that. You did pretty well, I would say. I would say Yeah. So that was out of 10. So that's a 7. That's a 70%. That's really good.
C minus. It's okay.
No. That's not how we grade here on the Defiant Weekly.
I got a C minus. It's fine. At least I didn't get a D.
You know, it's funny. So when I watch movies, my scale is unforgiving. Well, yeah, it's pretty unforgiving. Like if you get a 9 or better, it was great. 9 or 8.5 is still good. Is still pretty good. An 8 is only okay. A 7.5 or lower is shit. That's it. No.
I'm a shit.
No, this is not movie grading. This is a
You sure?
What do you call it? Guessing game. Positive. All the guessing games that I've done on this show, 7 out of 10 is excellent. My guessing games are not easy peasy, just so you know, right? And the point of this whole game was that the shit that he says on a regular basis is so freaking insane. You can literally not distinguish between a lunatic and the president of the United States.
Yep.
So the fact that you were able to do so means that you have a keen memory for a lot of the things that he said that were batshit off the wall. And also you can, you were able to sift out some of the stuff that was clearly just not him at all. So well done. Very well done. And let's see if we have any questions since we've already blown past my anticipated.
No,
don't even worry about it. Folks, you have any questions for my friend Jody here? And please keep it respectful. You know who you are if I'm saying that.
Hey, yesterday when I was not on my own show, everybody was talking about my chassis.
Your chassis?
Lonnie, take care of my chassis. Because I wasn't there. It was Rude Pundit and Jared Rizzi. Is Jody's chassis okay? Is she okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Just Donald was babbling about magnets today.
Yeah, I did see that clip. It was very, very, very strange. That's when I thought he was clearly on his way out. He just seemed like.
Tina.
Let's see. Cindy wants to know. Cindy C is one of our longtime viewers here. Says, do both of you know that one of his supporters bought Dominion late last year?
I thought it was Ivanka.
I did not know that.
I thought Ivanka did it.
Dominion? The one that won the $787 million.
Yeah.
How is that
Cindy,
even?
let us know who that was.
Shit.
I want to say it was Ivanka. I want to say she's involved with that shit.
Wait. If
I have
one
to
of
be
his
wrong.
supporters, hang on. If one of his supporters bought Dominion, and Dominion is the company that does the election, the voting machines.
Counting. It's the counters that matter more than the machines.
So are we screwed now?
No.
Are we screwed?
No.
How the hell?
We're not screwed. Not yet.
Okay, so explain to me then how we're okay if a Trump supporter, possibly Ivanka,
I thought
now
it was
owns
Ivanka. Cindy
now owns a major vote counting company. How does that bode well for us, for democracy?
Well,
look at this. Neighbor Jack says it's called Liberty Vote Now.
Thank you,
Tina says
Jack.
it wasn't. Tina says it was a huge supporter, not Ivanka.
Okay. Who?
But apparently Ivanka does have a voting machine patent.
I knew that. I remembered stuff.
She has like
I might be
30
old,
patents.
I know I'm older than Stephanie Miller.
Look at, I love these. I love my viewers because they're like smart.
They are.
They're like on it. And so Cindy says that's why the lawsuit was dropped against Pillow Guy. That's interesting.
I know. I see you, buddy. I know. We're going to walk in a minute.
Okay. So, hey, this is what I want to say. Jody.
I know, buddy.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
I am too.
To have a laugh and
sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
So long. Jody, thank you for joining me.
My dad wrote that song, by the way.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cool.
It's a beautiful
very
song.
Cool. Yeah. That's almost like you're Lonnie writing doing the music for the politics.
I know. You need to, next time you're on Stephanie's, you need to go, Lonnie, let me see what you look like, because he's doing cameras for her. So. Oh,
I've already seen pictures of him. He's a handsome dude.
He's pretty.
Yeah. No, he literally reminds me of an actor, and I can't think of who.
People say Jared Leto.
Yes, 100%. Folks, you can catch Jody on the Politics Bar. Is it every day?
5 days a week.
5 days a week, every day. It's on WCPT, and it's also at
AM 950
website
in Minnesota, and it's on thepoliticsbar.com.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's a great show. If I don't say so myself, you can catch me on the show with her Mondays at 4:20 p.m. I don't know how the hell you guys picked that time. It's like
our clock. It's our clock. It's the clock.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's a great show, and I loved having you on here, Jody. This was a thrill for me. I hope I can have you come back at
anytime,
some point.
my darling. Anytime.
Nice. Thank you. So hang tight for 2 seconds while I sign off with my peeps here. And folks, thank you for joining me for another fun episode of The Defiant Weekly. I'm your host, Majid Bedelin, a.k.a. BDD, a.k.a. Brooklyn Dad Defiant. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys here. Same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Incredible person, incredible human being. Yes, famous. Yes.